Today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Final Battle. This is set 77093. Hey guys, and welcome back to the newest LEGO review. Now, this is kind of a special one because this is like the biggest LEGO set that I will be reviewing on my channel. So far, I guess, I don't know, but like just for now, this is like the biggest LEGO set that I've ever reviewed on my channel, and it's also the first like display like 18 plus set, so that's also kind of interesting. It's also actually my first ever like 18 plus display set also, so that's pretty crazy. But anyways, it is the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Final Battle. Now this is a really special set to many Zelda fans and just video game fans in general, because Ocarina of Time is like well regarded as like one of the most like monumental like video games in gaming history. And like just this final boss fight right here is like just one of the most iconic fights in gaming, and it's kind of crazy like getting this like as a LEGO set. And I accidentally timed this video's release almost perfectly, because around a week ago in the newest Nintendo Direct they announced that they would be doing a remaster for Ocarina of Time for the Switch 2 like later this year. So I mean, that's kind of funny. I mean, it did kind of get leaked like a few months ago, and then Nintendo kind of had a little bit of a meltdown, so that's how we all know that it was like actually real, because, you know, when Nintendo starts freaking out over leaks, then, you know, that might mean something. But, I mean, it's still nice getting it like fully confirmed, so yeah, that's cool. I mean, what else did we get in that Nintendo Direct? Well, we had like, what, Kingdom Hearts 4, I mean, that's cool, but like, the main thing that I was excited for was Deltarune Chapter 5, I mean... Like, well, that's like the shortest gap in between like chapters for Deltarune releasing. Like, we only got chapters 3 and 4 last year, and now we're already getting a new one. Like, that's great. Anyways, I've just removed all the figures so that we can look at the build. And what better place can we start out with than the Triforce? We just have it sitting right here in the center of the build, just all like front and center. I just said the same thing twice. What the hell? But yeah, we get all three of them. We get the Triforce of power, wisdom, and courage, all sitting there, just in this thing, which, you know, it's like pretty relevant in the final battle. Which before I actually like move on to like the rest of the set, I do want to clarify, I have not played Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I know, that's crazy. Legend of Zelda, more like the LARPer of Zelda. Why did I say that? Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really much of a Nintendo kid when I grew up. I mean, I had a Wii, I had Mario Kart, and I had Wii Sports. Like, that's as much Nintendo stuff that I was getting into as a kid. I do have the NES Classic, you know, that weird thing that Nintendo released like 10 years ago. But yeah, that's as much as Nintendo that I like experienced as a child. I've really been getting into it recently, though, like with the Mario movie. I've seen both of those in theaters, and I bought Smash Bros. Brawl like a couple months ago, because I randomly found that at a GameStop. Just a used copy, just sitting there. But yeah, so yeah, it's really cool, like obviously getting this like iconic thing from gaming. Like, it's like, I don't have much nostalgia for this game, but it's like, I still like respect it for like what it's done for gaming, and yeah. But yeah, then we get these like pieces of rubble like all over the build, because like this like giant castle has been destroyed. We get all these like pieces here with these unicorn horns sticking out of them, and this piece of rubble, or like a platform that we can remove, is removable, and we can just remove that. And we get some hearts in here for Link to take and obviously get some health. So yeah, we just get 3 of those in here. We do get a spare in the set, but I don't know where I put it, and honestly I don't really care to find it. Spinning it around, we do get some more rubble like here and there, just a bunch of random pieces. This is like if that endgame final battle set was actually good. But then we get this wall of fire back here, and I really like how this is built. You know, just got like all these flames back here, like all these regular ones, and then we have the smaller ones like in between, just to build out some depth in like the overall scene. And then we go over here, we have this giant like castle tower structure here, and it's all like pretty mangled up. Like you can see, it's like kind of like crushed in some places. I like how they did that destructive like build, and like just made it look all destroyed and stuff. Then we spin it around to the back. There isn't really much here except for this item, which is the hammer that Link can use to fight Ganon. So yeah, that's really cool how you get like some extra items around the set that is actually from the game. Yeah, it's really cool. And back here, we get this little play feature with this like sort of like pulley thing back here, which I will spin around to the front so that you can actually see what it does. So here is the front bit, and we just pull this bit back here. Oh wait, no, I have to push it forward actually, now that I think about it. Okay, so there we go. And then it pulls up Ganondorf, so he's just like sitting there under the rubble, like at the end of the boss fight. I did actually like watch the boss fight like right before recording this, just so I could like get a pretty clear like perspective on like what everything is here. But yeah, he's really cool. He just sits there in this little thing, and yeah, we'll talk about him later when we get onto the minifigs. Didn't really talk much about the top part of this tower structure here. We just get a bunch of windows here with these like castle like arch pieces just sitting there. We get like 4 or 5 of them throughout the set, and then up here we just get this like tall like spire up here, and with just another unicorn horn sitting on top of there. This is definitely reminding me of some like architecture type build in like a Harry Potter set. And over here we have probably one of the most annoying characters in gaming. It is the iconic Navi, and it's just on this little dish piece with the 1x1 round tile on the front. And yeah, let me just pull out my best attempt at a Navi impression.
Hey, listen!
That is like the highest my voice can go, because like I have a naturally deep voice, like as you can kind of tell in this like recording. So that's like the highest my voice can possibly go, and I use it for a Navi impression. God damn it! What is this? Yeah, Navi is just on this little stick here that you can like angle around to make a fly around the build. It only goes like back and forth, and then you can just see her like down there. So yeah, that's kind of neat, I guess. And then yeah, everything is all just built on this black border, like in like the old in the kind of old, I guess, but like the Star Wars diorama sets that like came out back in like 2022, and we got like a couple, but like they seem to discontinue that line now that I think about it. Like I haven't seen a diorama set since like 2024, and it was like that pod racer diorama scene. Yeah, I guess like not that many people bought that set because it was like really overpriced, and it was just a bunch of micro polybag type builds. But yeah, I don't know. That I'm honestly kind of sad, like the direction that the Star Wars display diorama sets went, because in concept it was really neat, like, you know, taking like really iconic stuff from Star Wars and like making them as a diorama set with like a little quote and a black like plaque on it or like whatever. But like in execution they just kept doing like original trilogy sets, like they did like 4, 5, and 6, and like the only prequel representation was that was the Phantom Menace pod racing scene, and like the sets also were really expensive, and like they only really did like 2 or 3 per year, so like no wonder they kind of didn't really sell that well. But I mean, I would have liked to see some Revenge of the Sith type ones. Anyways, but yeah, the tangent about Lego Star Wars being stupid aside, yeah, this is a really cool set. I pretty much talked about everything with the build, so I guess we can move on to the minifigs. Anyways, moving on to the minifigs, and the first one we have is Link. Now, this is the Ocarina of Time version, and this isn't the only way that you can get this version of Link. You could also get him in the Great Deku Tree that came out in 2024. But you can't do that anymore because now that set is retired for some reason. Like, I thought that set was going to be on store shelves for like at least another month or 2. Like, why did they just randomly get rid of it now? And it's also really funny because that set retired like the day before the Nintendo Direct. So now that people are going to want to buy the Deku Tree because they announced an Ocarina of Time remaster, but nope, you can't get it anymore because it's gone. You can't get it anyway. Like, it's not on store shelves anymore, and it's probably out of stock on Lego.com. Like, the last time I saw it was in like my local Lego store, but that was like a month ago. So if I walk into there like today, it's probably not going to be there. Like, where did it go? But yeah, anyways, he has the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield. So yeah, those are pretty cool pieces. And he also has his hair, hat, ear combo as well on his head. It's really weird because, like, you know, Lego minifigs don't usually have ears, so I'm not entirely sure how to feel when I see a minifig with ears. Like, that just feels wrong to me for some reason. Anyways, yeah, he's a pretty cool minifig. Hey, editor me, play the sound effect he makes when you select him in Brawl. Alright, cool. Now play the Wii Remote sound for Donkey Kong. Nice. Anyways, the next figure we get is Zelda. The one who the legend is about, I guess. But yeah, this minifig is also one of the exclusive ones, because the one in the Deku Tree was from Breath of the Wild, so that's cool. So yeah, she has this fully unique hairpiece, which I'm pretty sure is exclusive to this set. I think there was a different one in the Breath of the Wild version. But yeah, it also has ears, which you're 2 for 2 now, Lego. Like, why do we keep putting ears on minifigs now? What the hell's going on? But yeah, we can see the hairpiece on the back. And then she has this, like, the dress piece that has been around for, like, a little while. It's printed on the front, but not on the back. So, I don't know, they cut corners somewhere. But, like, I don't know, I don't mind. At least it has some printing. And then she has these dual molded arms as well, with this, like, gold shoulder pad piece, which we'll see a little bit better if we remove the hairpiece. So yeah, there it is. I'm pretty sure this shoulder piece was like introduced on like the Jafar minifig in the Disney series, and then they like recolored it in the Marvel series for Storm, and then here it is again. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice seeing this shoulder pad piece show up in a couple places, because I don't know, it's a decent piece. I like it. And she has this build for some magic stuff or whatever, but it's too heavy. She keeps falling over. Like, why is that a thing that happens? Like, like, magic isn't a solid object. What is going on? Like, why is it too heavy? I guess she's fine if you hold it up like that, I guess. I don't know, but it's on those like minifig like posing pieces, and then there's like a couple of like other like dish pieces and like a current. The final minifig we have, technically, I guess if you count like it like as just a regular minifig, is Ganondorf. Now this is arguably the best minifig in this set, because just look at all the detailing for this guy. Like they went all out. Like, first off, I just want to talk about his hairpiece, which again they added ears. Why? But not only did they add ears, but they molded his forehead into the hairpiece. Like, look at that. Bro's forehead was so big that they had to make it part of his hair. This like armor like piece on him, which was first introduced in Star Wars, with like the Dark Troopers and the one guy from the Bad Batch, and Saw Gerrera I think also had it. But yeah, they've been using this shoulder pad piece a lot, and I mean it works. They just added some new printing on it. And yeah, it's this really long cape that like sort of like drapes across like the floor, so it's really cool. It has some like really cool detailing on it, and it is also like double-sided as well. So yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, and it has some dual molding as well. And yeah, it went crazy for this guy. Like, he just looks like really cool. Like, I like this guy a lot. Might be like one of the best minifigs that they've made this year. I mean, there isn't really much competition when the smart bricks also exist. And there's my daily smart brick diss. And now we're moving on to the big boy, Ganon. Now this guy just looks absolutely insane. Just look at all the detail that LEGO just put into this guy. So first off, starting out at the head, I just want to mention a really funny detail I noticed, and it is that they used a heart piece upside down for his snout, and they just printed on it, and it looks really funny. I also like the 2 horns coming out of the sides of his head. That also looks really cool. He's holding these 2 like giant swords here as well, and these blades are also new pieces as well, so that's really cool. Like, they made a ton of new pieces just for this set, and these won't be the last ones that we see. Anyways, he has some nice armor detailing on him as well, and I want to mention something really funny with his legs. Down here for his ankles, they used these like tire pieces to cover up the ball joint connections. I really like that attention to detail right there. If this set came out 10 years ago, these ball joints would have been fully exposed, and it would have looked ugly as hell. Anyways, moving on to the back, we have his giant tail, and it is built with all these pieces, and it is just on these ball joint connections. He has some hair as well, which also looks really neat. But then he has this giant cape, which is like a fully new piece just for this set alone. Like, I love all these new pieces that they've made just for this set, and this cape probably won't show up in anything ever again, but they still made this piece anyway. You don't see that attention to detail in like LEGO Star Wars or something. But yeah. Anyways, that was the set. I really enjoyed this. This might actually be my favorite LEGO set of the year so far, and that's coming from a non-Legend of Zelda fan. Like, I like the series, I respect it a lot, but I'm not really like the biggest fan of it, but I still absolutely adore this set. Like, this is genuinely great. And yeah, anyways, be sure to tell me what you think of this set in the comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.